Hi Scorpios, this is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading for my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Welcome any cross watchers. Today I'm going to ask my spirit guides what's next in love, what is coming in towards you, what is around you at this time. So let's call in our guides and our angels. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's new. Spirit, I call upon you for loving messages. What is it that you have for my Scorpios today? What is it that you need us to know? I am listening for you now. Let's see what we have. I have healing waters. Also this feeling of surrounding myself like with my soul tribe, you know, my soul sisters, so to speak. So maybe you do have a really close and tight support system that helps you, and you know that they'll be there for you, whether it's physical siblings or friends or colleagues, you know, some group of people that you connect to. So that's important. I have a deep dive. That feels like a deep dive into some of the things that you want to work on. Okay. It feels this healing it wasn't just like healing on the surface. It was a really deep dive. I had to do the work. You could have spent 6 months, a year just working on yourself and not even thinking about a relationship, not even thinking about someone else, you know, just thinking about yourself. So I would say, you know, treasure that time because that is a gift to yourself. And I have the future. Look at her looking into the crystal ball. It's like a bubble. I just feel like it's a bubble. It's what's ahead, right? I think we all ask that question, you know, what's in this magic bubble, you know, I always like the energy of when two people first meet and they're kind of in this little private bubble of time that's just their own. It's like you're creating your own world together. It's our world, things that we like to do, finding out about each other. So I love that feeling of just kind of, we stay in that little bubble right in the beginning. So the future, I have mystery. I want to know. That came into me as I want the answers. I want to solve the answers. Maybe the answers haven't come forward yet. Maybe we just have to keep forecasting or thinking ahead, something like that, manifesting. I have a free spirit. I love this. This is like I'm kicking up my legs, right? I'm letting my hair down. I'm kicking up my legs. Doesn't matter what's that saying. I dance like nobody's watching, you know, something like that. But I am so open. Bottom of the deck, I have positivity. Yeah, are you positive about your future? I would say if you've done that healing work, you probably are. So that's a good place to be. All right. So you've got this arms wide open, ready to receive energy. I'm looking into this little crystal ball feeling, and it's a little bit of a what if, okay? What if the person who's coming into my life is the person I'm supposed to be with? What if the person who I just met or a person on my mind today is the person that is it meant to be? So I'm just going to put down this feeling of what if for some reason. Okay, so we've got this kind of open-ended question for Spirit. What if? What are you trying to share with me, Spirit? Let's see. I have a 6 of Pentacles, six of Wands. I have a Chariot. And I have an Empress. I would say there's a capturing energy. I would definitely say this person is wanting to move forward with you. They see you as their equal. You could be the first person in a long time that you are somebody who's, I hate to say in their league, but I think sometimes it's important. You know when they're not in your league, let's say it that way. But it feels more like you're in their league for some reason, whether it's what they think that they should be dating, whether it's attractiveness, education, sophistication, class, polished, something like that. Okay, so I'm going to even say this feeling of your class. It's like your class is sexy, like you being sophisticated, you being polished, they find sexy, they don't want to be with somebody who can't handle themselves in public or in social situations. Okay, that they want to be with somebody who's polished. There's a sense of you've got class. Okay, so whatever that is, how you dress, how you talk, how you interact with people, your manners. I mean, all of those things kind of add up, and they just see you as classy, and you're classy and sexy. And I feel like that's the combination that they've been looking for. So that's nice. It's nice. That's a nice combination. I have a nine of cups. I have a 4 of swords. I have an ace of cups. I have a king of pentacles, and I have a 10 of pentacles and a 4 of wands. So this what if energy, I would definitely say that there's a feeling of I could be really happy with you, that we could have a very beautiful life together. We could a little bit of a have it all together. Like we could see our life. We could see the type of home that we would have. We could see the lifestyle that we would have. We could see our time together. How we spend our time together. They are sharing with me travel is important to this connection. So for those of you that want travel, you want to go to the islands. That's something that you'd like to live on the islands. Maybe you do live on the islands, but it's a feeling of travel for sure. And it's just I feel like I'm surrounding myself with family, big family, generations of family, grandparents, nieces and nephews, aunts and uncles, lots of children all around us. So I would say both of you are in the stage of life where there's generations of kids, they could be your children, they could be your siblings' children. So I just feel like I'm surrounded by families, big families, there's a big family energy, and at least on one side, I have beautiful what if. I want to go back to that feeling of what if. What if this is the one? I think you're going to be able to answer that very easily. I feel like, look at all the bubbles. This feels magical. It feels like, I don't know. I feel like I'm glowing. I'm giggling. I don't know. But it's definitely a feeling of what if. What if this the one? Out of all of the people that I've met, this person makes me feel the best. This person makes me feel happy, content, loved, secure, emotionally fulfilled. I don't remember the last time love came into me. Love is hitting me hard, they're saying. So I'm going to say falling hard. Okay. So I don't want to say be careful because I think you'll enjoy it. But you're falling hard for this person, or you will fall hard. Okay. You're ready to give, what if this is the one? Okay. I think it is. I think it is. And I think you're going to fall hard and fast. So don't be afraid of that. They could fall hard and fast too. Once they realize that you are in their league, is how they said it. I have a 9 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups, 5 of Wands. So this feels like, this just came into me as, do you see me? Okay, so this person or you want to be seen for other reasons other than what you have to offer financially. Okay, so if it's a divine masculine energy, don't just look at me for my money. Okay, that's going to turn them off. That's something that would probably push you away. If they're wealthy or they're successful, they're in a good place, they don't want you to be with them because of their money. Okay, that's, you know, that's like gold digger energy. This is a feeling of, I'd rather be alone. You know, this person's looking for somebody to love them. They are. They're looking for somebody to fulfill their heart. You know, they're trying to, if they're drinking, they might not have a problem drinking, but because they're single, they might be going out more with friends. They may be a little bit of a pour me another drink, you know. So, but it could be just because they're lonely. You know, they have nothing else to do. So they're going out with their friends. They go out on the weekends. It gives them something to do. But this person's looking for somebody to love them for who they are, not for what they can give somebody. So that is going to be a test of some kind. I feel that this person is going to probably not share with you anything going on with their finances, just to see if you're with them for the right reasons. You know, love me for the right reasons. And you will. Okay, that's not why you're looking for somebody. But maybe they've been used before. Maybe somebody took advantage of them before, and that's something they don't want to see happen again. So, you know, love me for me is basically how it's coming in. Spirit, please share with me. I have defensiveness, the eel. Yeah, I'm going to say they do guard themselves in that area of their life. So they could have been taken to the cleaner in a divorce. They could have had somebody who just was always taking, and nothing was ever enough. This person gave them everything. So doesn't mean they're not going to be giving to you. They're just not going to give you everything right out of the gate. They're going to, you know, see, do you like me for just me? Or do I have to buy you things, you know? Because maybe they've been in that position before, and that really is a turn off to them. I have a jellyfish, transparency. I need to see that this is real. I want to see, I want to see it crystal clear before I enter into this. I want to be able to, I can see right through you. So I don't feel like they're going to be with somebody. They're going to be with somebody who's truly honest, truly entering into a relationship for the right reasons, and truly wants to be with somebody that you care about, and you share a life with somebody. So if that's you, then this person, you'll pass the test. I've got a giant clam, harmony. I almost feel like I will open up the clam. I will open up, and I'm going to reveal to you that there's a pearl inside. And I'll let you see that pearl, you know, when we get to the place where I know this is real. I know that this is honest and intentions are true. Okay. So it's interesting because this person feels like they need to have somebody in a certain league, but then their expectations for that person are, they don't want eye candy. They don't want somebody just a pretty face on their arm. Okay. They don't want somebody that they can show off to their friends. They're talking about in my league as far as somebody who I'm attracted to, but also you're sexy to them, not because of a figure or the lipstick you're wearing or the high heels. You're sexy to them because of your self-confidence, okay, and your class, okay? So your self-confidence is sexy to them, and your honesty is sexy to them. So yeah, you got a good soul here. I mean, sounds like somebody who really has I don't know, their heart wants more. I want to love this person. Like, this is the kind of person you want to love, because I almost feel like they need your love, and they'll be good to you. So yeah, we all need to be loved, don't we? We all need to be loved. I have a king of the ocean. Here's my emperor. I have a hanged man. I have an ace of wands. And I have a queen of pentacles. I love your kindness. I love that. Obviously, this love is only going to grow, is how that ace of wands, like, you inspire me. You give me hope that, true love does exist. Definitely a feeling of, I've been waiting for somebody like you. They could be with anybody. They really could. I think they're having a problem. They keep attracting the wrong person. Okay. They're attracting the person who, wants to be taken care of, or they're attracting the gold digger. They're attracting the person who's, if you buy me things, if you buy me things, then that's how you're going to prove your love to me. I just feel like it's such a turnoff to this person. And then when you come along and you're genuine and you're kind and you're caring, and they love you, you love them for the right reasons, that is when this whole thing is going to take off. This person's going to see that I finally have attracted somebody that's real, a real person. So your genuine heart, your genuine who you are, I guess, just be yourself. Just be yourself, Spirit's saying. I have an angel of the ocean. How gorgeous. So this is my star. No, I'm sorry. This is my temperance. Look at her with her infinity symbol and her healing energy. Okay, that's my temperance. I have a lover's card. I choose you. I love it. And I have a queen of cups. Yeah, they're going to see the sensitivity. They're saying the kindness. I definitely feel I choose you energy. You're not only in my league for all the right reasons, but you're classy, you're self-confident, you're honest, and you are so sexy is how I feel. So it's all good stuff. It's all good stuff. I also like the feeling of this person wants to be loved too, because it's yes, you want somebody to love you, but they want to be loved too, so it's nice. It feels good. It really does, Scorpio. Let's say I'm still grieving my last relationship, but I act like I'm not, so you won't worry. Okay. I mean, can we start to have feelings for somebody new and still have feelings for a past? Absolutely. Grief takes a long time. Sometimes, especially if this is a widow situation, you don't just stop loving somebody. I have a hidden agenda. That's what they're afraid of. They're afraid of somebody coming into their life that their motive is not to love them for who they are. They obviously have been, I feel like I've been hit upside the head back and forth a couple of times with it already. I'd rather not speak about it right now. So maybe they don't even share those kinds of feelings with you because they're embarrassed that somebody took advantage of them or manipulated them. I shouldn't have done it. So much is happening so fast, but I am prepared for it. I am ready for it, for the right person. So that tells me that they will move forward with this when they, whatever the test is, the test that shows them that you don't expect them to pick up the tab, you know, all the time, something like that. I only want you for one thing. Yeah, they've struggled with that. They've struggled. In this case, I mean, this could be sex for some people, but I've only want you for one thing is I only wanted you for your money. So they really struggle with that. My ex is spiteful and having to, trying to ruin my life. So it could be the ex that put them in this kind of state of mind. So, but you're not them. And that's all that matters. You're not the one that hurt them. So it doesn't matter what anybody else did. Let's do something we've never done before. Ooh, that sounds like an adventure. That sounds exciting. I fantasize about a future with you. I do feel like we're going to get across the hurdle of we are so comfortable with each other and we want to be together for all the right reasons. And then I feel like this connection has so much to offer. I really do. I feel that it is a sense of I choose you and I am falling hard. I really do feel like you're going to fall for this person. I know you're going to fall for this person. I hope they fall as hard for you as you do for them. So this is, I think it's going to go a long way, Spirit just said. You know, it's almost a sense of we'll go all the way, you know, a lifetime together. So let's put this out to the universe. So beautiful. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. If you are new to this channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you for your comments, everybody. If you would like to book a private reading with me, please visit my website, KathyMamolen.com. And I hope you enjoyed your reading today. I'll put all the information in the description below. We'll see you again real soon.